Hello YouTube, my name is Nicole and today I wanted to talk about my experience after having my first ever demo call for my SMMA agency. There are not many women in the space, so I decided to post a video and encourage any girl out there that's thinking about starting an agency or any business. Don't think about it, just go for it. I have also started recently, about a month or a little bit more, but it's just about taking action. Okay? So, to give you some context, I had my first demo presentation yesterday. I woke up at 6 a.m., that's earlier than usual, and started doing outreach early. And around 1 p.m. was when we decided, or actually the my prospect agreed on having a call. So I hope that at least one person can find value in this video. With that being said, here's what I learned: 5 things. Okay. Number one, always be prepared for the unexpected. So for me, I felt it was unexpected because I talked to them and the call was scheduled for like only 3 hours later. For me, as a beginner, it was such a short time to prepare mentally since, well, it was my first time. I was really, really hyped up. I was really happy. And even though that I have been trying to take, the most out of what I'm learning from YouTube videos and from my coaches, because I am in a program. So, and all the lessons that I learn, I try to have them as fresh as possible in my mind, but I was very nervous as well and ended up not putting into practice some of the advices and some of the lessons that I have learned. So, you have to always be sharp, always be prepared for the unexpected. That's the first takeaway. Number two, let the prospect spill the tea first. So if you do not know what is a prospect, basically a prospect is a potential client. So get them to talk about their pain points as soon as possible. A pain point is like an issue they are facing, or the average prospect is likely to face in the business. So try to get them to talk about their pain points as early as possible in the presentation. So what I did during my call was like basically talking about the average prospect pain points, right, in one of my slides. But I think after having that call, I think that it's better to have them tell you what are they having issues with. Why? Because that way you can actually like, I don't know, word or organize your thoughts or what you are going to say to fit with their issues, to fit with their pain points, right? Because maybe the what they are facing or what they need help with is not exactly what the average prospect would face. So for example, in my case, with the prospect that I was talking to, they only wanted to manage their Instagram account organically. And in my slide, in my presentation, I only wrote Facebook and TikTok ads. So that is what I pitched, that is what I was offering. And honestly, Instagram is something that I could have done for them to get them in, right? To win their business. I tried to handle the objection and was able to like extend the call for another 10 minutes by saying that I could help them with that, but I felt like it didn't impact them the same way as if I had offered that service in the first place. So they felt like they rather felt that I was offering something that they didn't need or that it didn't fit with them instead of actually being that one thing that can help them. So you always have to be one step ahead. Okay, number three, have more notes at hand and also be spontaneous. In my call, I was really spontaneous at first. I tried to build rapport at the beginning of the call. I said that I wanted to visit the place they are located since I do have relatives living there. That was okay. But when I got to the actual presentation, I felt like I was just blurting out things. Since I'm just starting out, I think that what I should focus on is writing and practicing my like a demo script as is. And then, because being spontaneous won't help me either if I do not have like my ideas organized. So first, have conviction, and then spontaneity will come by itself. Number four, practice. In my case, the first thing that I want to practice is my English. And this is related to the previous one. I am not a native speaker, and I started talking English with more frequency now that I am starting this business. But the last time that I really practiced spoken English a lot was when I was working at a call center, and that was like a year ago. So it's been, some time, quite a long time. And I feel like some people might not feel very confident if I'm, having too many mistakes during my conversation, or maybe if I have like a strong accent. And I was so nervous. So I feel like sometimes the way I said things didn't have much sense, you know? And so my ideas got disorganized. Having a better English will definitely boost my confidence, and eventually that is going to help me with my sales skills. So how will I get better? Well, booking more calls to practice. So if you feel like there's something that you are lacking, you need help with that, the only way that you can actually be better is practicing. Practice, practice, practice every day. Don't be afraid to handle objections. In this journey of business, you are going to be facing a lot of objections in each sales call that you have. So, so you have an idea of what I'm talking about. Basically, in my presentation, I have two slides. One is showing like a list of services with the, let's say, separate cost, or like what it would cost for them if they hire someone to do that service. So I separate that in a list, put the price, and then sum, and have like a total cost of everything. Obviously, that's gonna be like a high amount. And then I have another slide where I am explaining my offer, and obviously that's gonna be a way lower price for a way lower price. So for example, in the first slide I have that is like a 3,500 cost, but what I'm offering them is a 300 like 350 $350 offer. That's just an example, right? So it's a great offer because you're getting a lot of services, you're getting a lot of value for very cheap. Um, and the reason, like, I'm saying or I'm talking about this is because this is the moment they started to put objections to me. So like they were saying things like yeah, we're okay with the bookings we have. It's okay if we have like empty spaces in our calendar. We're doing fine. We can do all that stuff by ourselves. Things like that. And I was also able to see their physical behavior during that slide, and they changed completely. So even before I started talking about the offer and the price, this lady asked me, "And how will you get paid?" So how are we gonna get pay you? So they already knew that there was money involved. So I think that I am going to be changing those two slides and see how it goes in my next call. But basically, I really think that you should have, like, you should build a skill to handle objections. So I feel like my problem was not my offer, is not my offer, is the way I sell it. Okay. So, well, overall, I thought to myself, like, I have some like final thoughts on my experience that I would like to share. A funny one is like in Spanish, I would say to myself, "Te faltó odio, Nicole," which is like a funny way to say in Spanish something like, "Nicole, you forgot to bring the fierceness in the call," something like that. So they were like a retired couple, and honestly, they were doing really well, as from what I saw. And um, I, it was just like a great practice for me. The lady asked for my information, and they would say like they would call me if they needed more like tech help in the future if their business grow. So what I'm doing is like maybe contacting them further, like in a couple of months, where I already have like more experience, and I maybe have improved my sales skills to see if they would be interested. And well, after the calls, the only thoughts that were coming to my mind were things like what would let's say this mentor or my coaches or people that have already succeeded in the industry, what would they have done if they were in my place, or I was thinking I should have done this. And I think I'm gonna be like keep asking myself that question, and hopefully it can help me. Apart from that, it takes time. It's not like you wake up and are already a master great at sales. It is not like that. It requires your commitment. So that is what I'm trying to do as well. And I will also try to post more videos on YouTube to always like keep accountable of myself. So yeah, uh, this was very fun. It was very fun to do. So here's some evidence. Here's me, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, April 14th, 2023, and I sucked. But this will not be my last sales call. So I will be practicing my pitch during my showers every day. And that's everything I had for you guys. I really appreciate if you saw this video, and see you on the next. Bye bye.